right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're talking a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? Yes, indeed. See what we got in the building. Let's see who we got in the building. Let me get over here. All right. To my chat area. Here we go. Scroll up. Gabe Moore in the building. Dre Dean. Let me see here. Avery Vice. Young World. Insane What It Do. Dirt Road Kennels is in the building. Yes, sir, man. Salute to everybody. Hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving as well. Yeah, absolutely. Dragon Fang. Sticky Boy Wonder. Slip the Jab. Oh, let me turn this off. This thing that came on by itself. HC Boxing. Mr. Brave. Sports Guy 17. BVG Trey. Del Reed. My brother Ack, what it do? Vincent Williams. Will Sinclair. My brother Shelton in the building. My brother's Keeper. Boss Man Dre. Default. Adrian Crook. Zeus. The Young. K Mac, the homie. Let me see here. F. Castro. Acondo, LDBC, nothing in the building. What it do? Sister Shaquilla Fields in here. We got boxing here. Let me see. We got Dante Russell in the super chat, the 2-piece. Much love and much appreciation. Salute to your fam. Thank you for coming through. Brandon Bay. Jeff the producer, Sniper. Kevin Dunbar, Terrell Colwell, XB Black Ice, Freedom's Marches in the building. Elbow. NBA Nice. NBA D Nice in here. All right, y'all. All right. What's up, XB Black Ice? I mean, how many of y'all got hangovers this morning? Y'all messed up tonight? Last night? Yeah. I didn't do no damage yesterday. I just ate some greens and some baked chicken and turkey. So I didn't do nothing. I didn't do too much damage. Just stay focused, man. Stay on the grind. But it was plenty of options, boy. He said Rolley favorite snack, crayon. This is Crayola crayon, his favorite snack. What's up with it? Coach 67, what it do? Yeah, man. So, y'all, we got some news, man. Some unfortunate news. What's up, Star City J? According to the reports, man, shout out to my brother Blue Blood. This is another thing I want to say too, man. Like, cause I like when Blue come out and Blue will put something out there, and he'll say something as far as like what he's hearing and stuff like that, which is all credible, cause he talking about Blue Blood. Blue Blood be out here shaking and moving. He got sources. He move around. He talk to people, and he go to fights and events and stuff like that, right? But then you got people that's like trying to diss Blue Blood and talk about act like he not credible, and these people don't leave the comfort of their own home. They never go nowhere. They you know what I'm saying? You don't see them at the fights. You don't see them at the in the media press rooms or nothing like that. But then they be like, oh, Blue, I don't like, bro. Just people is just unbelievable. Seriously, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so reports are coming out now that Rolando Romero may duck Devin Haney and the PBC want him to fight, possibly fight Manny Pacquiao. You know, they trying to pimp out Pacquiao. Pacquiao's an idiot. If you just got robbed versus um, Mario Barrios, or at least I thought it was a robbery. You know what I'm saying? With the PBC, and now they finna feed you to Rolly Romero, or they're gonna try to. I think Pacquiao could beat Rolly, but who knows, man? You know, Pacquiao old, ancient at this point, and but the thing is this: all these guys are about to start playing keep away with the belts. Salute to the brother Freedom Smart and that super chat with the 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, good brother. Thank you. They finna start playing keep away with and trying to stop Devin Haney from achieving his goal of being undisputed at 147 pounds. It's going to be the PBC working with other people, because Eddie Hearn going to try to stop it. All of them going to try to stop it, because they don't want Devin Haney to reach his full potential and to get those achievements, those accolades of being undisputed in 2 different weight classes. And this is just the corruption of boxing. Now, but sticking with the PBC theory for a minute, the PBC, this is why they're even more disappointing. And this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like this for a while now. The PBC has been, trying their best, to. It's certain black fighters that didn't sign crazy deals with the PBC, like Crawford and Haney. They've tried to stop them from reaching their greatness by not letting their fighters fight them. Now, it's funny because the same PBC that we love to act like is so pro-black and PBC this and that, that's what we wanted them to be, but they never was pro-black, never. Shout out to Sam Watson, but the rest of them, forget about them guys. But anyway, they have no problem working with racist Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy constantly. I told you before, everything that the PBC, all their big pay-per-views, I want to say, I don't want to say 100%, but at least 98% of the PBC's huge big pay-per-views or big events have all been involving Oscar De La Hoya. They need Oscar in some way, some fashion. So they'll keep going over there messing with Oscar to get Ryan Garcia and these guys. So you have no problem working with Ryan Garcia. So you let Barrios fight Ryan, right? You let Barrios fight Ryan Garcia. No problemo. You'll let Rolly Romero fight Manny Pacquiao, but Barrios versus Devin Haney, Rolly Romero versus Devin Haney. Oh, no. Let me guess. It's not the right time, right? You can't use the excuses about money. Remember they used to say that, well, Devin gonna want too much money. Man, we not paying him. Well, guess what? You don't gotta pay Devin no money because Turkey paying. See, this is what I love about what Turkey is doing. Like I said, Turkey's not perfect. He got his flaws, but this is what I love about what Turkey's doing. Turkey has exposed, he has lifted the skirt, right? He has lifted the skirt of so many of these liars in the sport of boxing who act like it was about money. The only thing holding up these big fights was the bread. What's up with the homie Jay Good in the building? They act like the money was the issue. But in reality, it's duck moves, okay? Because now you don't have to worry about paying somebody too much money. Turkey paying. You ain't got to worry about selling the pay-per-views. Let Turkey go worry about that. It's his money. And you still got YouTubers out here crying about pay-per-view sales, talking about, Turkey losing money on every pay-per-view. Who cares? First of all, you don't know that, but let's say he was. It's his money. Why do you care? Why do you care if somebody's losing money? Why? That's not your job as a boxing fan. If the person who's invested the money don't care, why do you care? Because you should have been caring when the PBC blew through $500 million. Blew through $500 million, and we still didn't get to see some of the fights we wanted to see. Eddie Hearn blew through $1 billion, and we still didn't get no Joshua versus Wilder fight. But y'all talking about Turkey. Turkey just got here. If he want to waste his money on whatever he want to waste it on, let him waste it. That's his money. This man got oil money. Somebody working at Kohl's department store and J.C. Penney out here talking about Turkey money. And see, Turkey stupid. See, he ain't. How you gonna call somebody that's a billionaire stupid? Just some goofy dudes out here, man. Real spit in the super chat, that Dub. Much love and much appreciation, good brother. Coming through with the 20-piece nugget. He said salute and good morning, 78. Good morning to your fam. What's up with the D-Man Jr.? Yeah, I'm having my morning coffee. I ran out of my coffee. I ordered some more. I ain't gonna be here for a couple of days. So I had to go to McDonald's this morning and get me some coffee. But anyway, see, they tried to make up something on Twitter about Turkey going broke. Oh yeah, that was Tank fans make that stuff up. Yeah, Tank fans made up Turkey going broke. Like, how is a man who got literally, you know how they say money don't grow on trees? Well, for Turkey and his people, whenever they need some money, they just dig a hole in the ground and black gold come pouring out. Okay, the man ain't finna run out of no money, right? So I don't know. People in America they're sitting around here making up lies because they're mad because Turkey is exposing their favorite fighters as ducks. Remember, in the beginning, you had the biggest ducks in boxing, according to the fans, and the perception was the two biggest stars were the two biggest ducks because they was cherry picking their fights, like Gervonta Tank Davis and Canelo Alvarez, remember? And both of them were with the PBC. But then, when Turkey came in and started saying, hey, man, I want y'all to come fight, and blah, 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 I'm going to pay you a ridiculous amount of money, Canelo, being about his bread, said, fine, I'll take the money. Shoot, I'll go over there. The only person who said no, the only person in the sport of boxing that say no to Turkey was Gervonta Tank Davis. And his fans will try to uplift that and make it seem like that's a cool thing. Yeah, he's standing on business. No, he's not. He ducking is what he's doing. Because for all this time, this man has been saying that the reason why these fights wasn't happening was because these other guys was pricing themselves out, which was all lies. Somebody tried to come in my comment section and tell me that Tank tried to fight Devin 3 times and Devin priced himself out. Complete made up lies by Tank fans, right? So what actually happened was you had guys like Leonard Ellerbe telling you, and I don't even feel like playing all the clips, but you had Leonard Ellerbe and them telling you it wasn't the right time and they're not finna pay Devin what he making from these other people and blah, 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 right? So then, now you got Turkey in here who's paying the money. You ain't got to worry about that. Now, all you got to do is come in and get your bread. Come in and fight. And he don't want to do it because he got no more safety net, no more shelter. So Tank Davis is the biggest coward in the sport of boxing currently right now. You know what I'm saying? But his fans love him, though. They'll tell you how much power he got and what he can do and all this and that. But so far, he hasn't proven nothing. He hasn't proven he can do nothing but snatch up chicks. Todd French 600 is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. He says Floyd let it out the bag with Rolley. He said, I can't force Rolley to fight. I knew then it was a wrap for boxing. They can't force cowards to fight. Wow, yeah. It's sad, man. Dudes are scary, man. And they're playing on the mind of the ignorant, casual racist fans. The ones who say stuff like, this person's boring. Oh, it's boring. I can't watch them fight. It's boring. Look at this guy here. Look, a tankomaniac. Man, nobody want to see. Dude, you're not going to pay for the fight anyway. You're not going to pay for the fight anyway. What are you talking about? I want to see it. People in this chat want to see it. Devin Wesley Rolley. Who are you? Nobody. Like you speaking for the whole world. Nobody want to see that. You mean you don't want to see it because you don't want to see Devin Haney get another title. And that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all have been reduced. You Tank fans, to hating on Devin Haney and all his endeavors, hating on his family, simply because your guy won't get in the ring and fight nobody, and because your heart is broken. Now it's like them dudes who find out their girl is a 304. Everybody try to tell you the girl was a 304. You didn't want to listen, right? But then when you hit the realization, when she humiliates you in front of everybody, now you know she a 304 for sure. Now you want everybody else's girl to be a 304. Now you just hoping and praying everybody else's relationship fail, hating. And that's what Tank fans doing right now. Look at this guy. Y'all trash Tank for fighting Rolley. Absolutely, we did. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't get your point. What's your point? Tank Davis fought Rolly Romero. Who was Rolley when Tank fought him? Nobody. Who is Rolley now? He's a WBA champion. I didn't agree with Rolley being able to fight, fighting for a WBA title. I said that. I protested it then. But he's a WBA champion. He's in the way of Devin Haney. So Devin Haney has to beat Rolly Romero to get that belt, or somebody else has to beat Rolley and then Devin Haney beat them. Regardless, Rolley is a champion. Don't come up here with this little cry. Y'all dissed Rolley when Tank was fighting him, and now because Devin's gonna fight him. Just shut up, dude. You sound like them little lambs. Man, she told me she don't give no head. But then I found out she was giving her baby daddy head all the time. See, that's what you call a double standard. That's hypocritical. No, you just a mark, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're a mark and you got musty nuts. That's why she didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's for you Tank fan. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax. Smash the like button, ladies and gents. Sam Cam in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Says, F it. Tell Dev to go get a crock pot. That's what I'm saying. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Dev, go get the IBF belt. I'm definitely with that. Yep. Since they want to play games, I pick up the IBF belt, become unified, and let the rest of them play the duck game. Todd French 600 in Super Chat 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, we want to see Tank versus Dev, but Tank is a coward. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Straight coward. And been a coward. He been a coward this whole time. And you know, some of us been trying to tell people that's what he was on. That's the type of time he was on. Coward time. You know what I mean? They ain't want to hear us, though. You say Tank is actually too small for Haney. Tank is going to get beat by Haney regardless. No, the person Tank is too small for is Jake Paul. But, you know, no Tank fans came out and said Tank is too small for Jake Paul. None of them. They all was like, let Tank get his money. Why y'all hating on Tank getting his money? Tank getting his moolah. Could Tank get his moolah? Tank was finna fight Jake Paul at 195 pounds, but he can't fight Devin Haney at 147 pounds. This is diabolical, nasty work. And what this is actually saying is that Tank fans actually know how good Devin Haney is. They actually know how good he is. Even the standards they hold him in. See, they trying to flip this on us like, oh, y'all had a problem with Rolley, with Tank fighting Rolley, but you ain't got a problem with Devin. Well, okay, if that's the lie you want to tell, because you know the circumstances are different now, but if that's the lie you want to tell, then reverse it. Y'all didn't have a problem with Tank fighting Rolley, but now Rolley's a champion, bigger, and you have a problem with Devin fighting Rolley? Why is that? Buster behavior. Right, Dinkin Dollars. Barrios wasn't too small. Barrios is bigger than Devin. Barrios wasn't too small for Tank, but they knew they could beat Barrios. He flat-footed. They knew they could beat him. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be a target, a stationary target. But with Devin, they terrified. Cause see, once Tank get in the ring with Devin, the whole scam is over with. Everything Tank has ever been has been a lie. It all comes crashing down. It all gets exposed. You see what I'm saying? They know that. Jim Diamond in the super chat with the 10-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. Thank you. He says Tank need to go be a Raven cheerleader. Hashtag Baltimore. Yeah, you need to go do something. He need to go do something. He need to go get some therapy is what he really need. He need to go sit down, get some therapy, and talk about his past trauma. Him and AB. I've been saying that for years, but of course, don't nobody listen to me. Now look at them. Both of them crashed out. And I told y'all this 10 years ago about both of them dudes. 10 years ago. I told before 10 years, longer than that for AB. Probably like 2013, I started telling y'all AB had an issue. Todd French 600 in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love, brother. Thank you. He says Shakur wanted to fight Ben at 154. He on that BS too. Hey, we're gonna find out, bro. But you know, we can see, you can check everybody's temperature. All these guys is running scared to fight Devin Haney. Look at this guy here. Look at this. He back here. I don't care if he fight Rolley, but he sees an easy route to undisputed. Welterweight division has 2 champions. Tank beat already. Welterweight is trash right now. Okay, wait a minute. When Devin Haney went to welterweight, you had Brian Norman Jr., who y'all all hyped up, okay, and said he was the best welterweight, and you had Jaron Ennis holding 2 titles. Jaron Ennis was offered a fight with Devin Haney as Devin Haney's first fight at welterweight. And Jaron Ennis said, no, I want to go up to 154. If Devin wants to fight me, tell him to move up. That's a fact. Jaron Ennis was also offered a fight with Teofimo Lopez at 147. He said no. So it's not Devin Haney's fault that when he moves up, Jaron Ennis wants no parts of 147. That's just a fact. But you can twist it. Ain't no way. Boots ain't here. I don't listen. I know y'all bounce around from pipe to pipe. Boots didn't already move up, bro. Get up out of here, dude. Dude. Don't make me block you, dog. Don't come over here with no lies. Boots didn't already move up. I follow boxing. I do boxing content. Do you? I do boxing content. Jaron Ennis was unified champion at 147 pounds. He had 2 belts. When Devin Haney moved up and announced that he was moving up, matter of fact, let me just put it on the screen right now so you can stop telling these little fibs. Y'all trying to rewrite history. That's why I can't stand about these cats. That's the good thing about making YouTube videos is your videos got date stamps on them. This is what happened. Now, Devin Haney and Bill Haney ain't the only ones who told this story. The Zone, Ring Magazine people told this same story. Jaron Ennis was offered a fight with Devin Haney. He said he's going to move up to 154. He was offered a fight with Teofimo Lopez. He said, no, I'm moving to 154. Turkey said, okay, how about Virgil Ortiz? He said, no, I want 2 easy tune-ups first. Turkey said, well, I don't want nothing to do with that. You let Eddie, pay you for that. That's what happened. Now, the fact that you don't know this, it tells me you don't need to be in the comment section talking crazy to nobody about boxing because you clearly are casual, or you do know and you purposely just trolling or something. And that's what happened. Devin Haney and Bill Haney put this list out with all the people on the list, and the 10th person is Ryan Garcia, but it's covered up by the banner. He said this was his hit list. He moving to 147, and if he can't get a title shot, these are the people he wants. He wants Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis, Jaron Ennis, Brian Norman Jr., Mario Barrios, Keyshawn Davis, Rolly Romero, Conor Benn, and Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, of course, said no. He wants to take some time off because he had lost to Rolley, right? Then they went after Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo was supposed to fight Devin, and then he pulled out and ducked at the last minute. Y'all all remember that. For $11 million, he turned it down. Okay? Jaron Ennis turned down the Devin Haney fight. Okay? Shakur Stevenson was already lined up to fight the boy Williams Zepeda. So that fight wasn't going to happen yet. Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying? We already know he has a for JJ. He's not going to fight nobody. They asked Jaron Ennis. He says no. The next person in line was Brian Norman Jr., ladies and gentlemen. That fight got made. Brian Norman Jr. was the only one that says yes to the fight. Respect to him. He said yes. So don't tell me Devin sees an easy route to undisputed. No, you just know he going to make easy work of these busters at 147. You know he going to make easy work of them. And you don't like the fact that he finna get it done. So now y'all trying to discredit 147 now that he's there and he just made easy work of Brian Norman Jr. After I had to listen to 4 months of people hopping on panels, disrespecting and talking crazy about what Brian Norman Jr. gonna do to Devin. Now that he's fallen and Devin beat him up, now all you marks is running around here acting like you know what I'm saying? Oh, Brian Norman, 147 trash. Brian Norman was not the best. I heard somebody on the panel, bro, I was so disgusted. This is like 2 days after the fight. I was listening to some panel while I'm driving. And somebody said, what's up, my brother King G, the boxologist? My brother Drew Titan, LLC in the building. I heard somebody say, Brian Norman Jr. is not the best welterweight. This is ridiculous how these Haney fans are trying to make Brian Norman Jr. so good. Like, what? Unbelievable, bro. How these people just switching. I'm telling you, bro, it's sick. These people are sickening, man. Sickening. Let me go down here. Let me see. Shout out to the OG Mr. Mott in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love. He said, is Crocker with Eddie? If so, Turkey may have to force Eddie's hand. Eddie not trying to give up the belt to Dev because he a hater. Yeah, I know. I see he. I don't know. I gotta look up Crocker and see who. I know he's from the UK, but I don't know if he with Eddie or not. So I gotta check that out. Because if he is, yeah, then it's gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough. Turkey gonna have to make that happen. Felix Nunez is in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the support. He says, people mad because they feel Rolley is food. Easy title a bum. Yeah, they know that. They know Rolley trash. And they scared because they know Devin going to expose him as trash. My brother Drew Titan, LLC in the building. What it do, Drew? In here with the 5-piece. Thank you, brother. He says, run this, General. He says, a short. What is it? What I can't click on it, but I gotta make sure there ain't no copyrighted stuff or something. What is it? Todd French 600 in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. Much love, much appreciation. Says all these trolls come from the same. He said all these trolls come from best Sam Jackson voice. Oh yeah, salute. Todd French 600. It's just an interview with Boots. Let me see if I can get to it. I'm gonna look at it after this. I gotta make sure it's I can play that. I don't want nobody coming over here trying to flag my video for using their stuff. I'm gonna look at it after this, and then I'll do a separate video about it. Yeah, but I remember Jaron Ennis clearly saying that he was staying at 147. Booth said he's staying at 147 because he's still making 147 easily. He feels strong, healthy. He make the weight easy. One fight later, he talking about He can't make 147. The doctors is telling him he operating at 50% of his potential. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. Yeah, so Boots is a liar. Oh, that's the one you talking about? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Boots is a stone cold liar. He's a stone cold liar, man. But you know, they gonna hop on Boots sack now because Brian Norman is gone. First they was dissing Brian Norman. First they were dissing Brian Norman for Boots. And then when Boots left the division and Brian Norman agreed to fight Devin, the only one who agreed to fight Devin, they immediately start praising Brian Norman after dissing him. And then when Devin beat Brian Norman, now people back to serving up Boots. You know what I'm saying? Gobbling and swallowing Boots. And talking about Devin need to move up to fight Boots. But it's just ridiculous. They so afraid that Devin going to win undisputed again at 147. You know what I mean? Oh, it's an easy path to undisputed. I don't get. He gonna make it look easy. So what? He gonna make it look easy. Now what? If it's so easy, tell your boy to come do it. Y'all say Devin's so pillow fisted and all this type of stuff. Tell little Tank to come and do it. Yeah, he ain't finna do nothing. Said, did you see Boots on fight week against Stanionis? The man looked anorexic. Well, that's his fault. He shouldn't have lied in the first place, talking about he making weight easy. Everybody was asking Boots when he gonna move up. I can stay here. I'm making weight easy. I'm just a big guy. I can make weight easy. He the one said that. I didn't say it. He said it. So he a liar. Either way you look at it, Boots is a liar. Either way. Let me see what St. Louis said. He said easy route to undisputed. Nah, all you Tank fans swore up and down Rolley was good when Tank fought him. Now Devin can't fight him because he too easy. You see how they do, bro? It's ridiculous. Now Rolley just beat Ryan, right? And they was just talking crazy, Tank fans. Tank fans was just talking crazy a few months earlier this year, talking about, look, Rolley did something Devin couldn't do. Rolley, I told you, Rolley better. Rolley was good. You Devin Haney fans don't know. Look, Rolley did what Devin couldn't do. Now when it's Devin time to fight Rolley, oh, Rolley's trash, man. Oh, y'all said he was trash, right? So what? Scared, man. These dudes terrified, man. Them Tank fans be terrified. Them some scaredy cat jokers there, boy. Slip the jab, say Norman was supposed to be Tank fan's savior. But not, but now it's a path to undisputed. You can't make this up. Yeah, man, they sick. They sick with it. So Corey Spinks was undisputed at 147. Let's not forget, respect to him. Yeah, Corey Spinks did his thing. I said Rolley already said no. He said he was focused on Pacquiao. I knew Rolley didn't want to smoke. No, of course not. Rolley just talk a good game, but he a coward. He a coward. He one of them guys that did a rib played a little rib game to death. Rib. But then we tell him to meet you at the school. In between the, you know what I'm saying? Meet me at the school at the park or something. Oh man, I got something to do. My dad's coming to pick me up. Yeah, my dad and my uncle are coming to pick me up, and they're both 5th degree black belts. Yeah, they're gonna take me to karate practice, and I'm not supposed to be fighting anybody at school because I can get in trouble. My hands are registered. You know, they be coming up with these fairy tales to try to scare you. That's what Rolley do. He one of them. My dad and my uncle are 8th degree black belts. Yeah, he used to spar with Chuck Norris, and so they're coming to pick me up after school. If I were you, I wouldn't be there when they get here because, you know, they're really dangerous, man. You know, and shut up, dude. Ty Frank 600 in the super chat with that 2 piece. Appreciate the love, bro. He says, don't start discrediting Rolley now. Said Cook 78 facts, bro. Yeah, Rolley, he focused on Pacquiao. Pacquiao a buster. Pacquiao should have been retired. Pacquiao just letting these people milk him and use him up. I thought Pacquiao was trying to fight Floyd. I don't know why Floyd won't just get that easy money. Unless Floyd is talking about just not fighting no more and retiring, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll support that. But if Floyd ever fight anybody else in the exhibition, he's a damn fool because, bruh, this is Pacquiao's easy money for Floyd. Let me see here. Dante Russell in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the support, fam. He says Tank fangirls worse than LeBron fangirls. Oh yeah, there is. Nick J say Floyd versus Tyson in 2026. I thought they were just trolling with that or something because I ain't heard nothing about it. I ain't heard nothing else about that fight. I'm gonna see if that's. I doubt Floyd can never Tyson, unless it's another rigged up fight. You know, with Tyson pulling punches and mess. You said that Pac fight ain't gonna make no money either. Pacquiao Rolley is not a good fight. Ain't nobody. I mean, some people gonna watch it, but they definitely ain't gonna make no money. They ain't gonna sell no pay-per-views. Who gonna order Pacquiao versus Rolley on pay-per-view? Nobody, except for a few Pacquiao fans. Nobody ordering that mess. Look at Abel. Abel ain't said nothing the whole time until somebody brought basketball. Now he crawled from underneath that rock, like one of them little roly-polies. Y'all remember roly-poly bugs when we was little? Yeah, you lift up a rock or something, and you see night crawlers and roly-poly. Here come Abel. LeBron James fans are far more reasonable than Tank fans. Stop the BS. This man is unbelievable. No, it ain't. LeBron fans be on the internet threatening people's lives, bro. I seen it myself. They be in people chat threatening to unalive people, threatening to pull up, talking about people with deceased parents and all kind of stuff over a GOAT debate. I seen that myself. So, yeah, they goofy too. Anytime you in love with somebody to that degree, a sports figure to that degree, mm-mm. Let me see here. He say 78. They said Corey Spinks was pillow fist, like they say Devin is, but became undisputed. So would Devin, and yeah, for sure. Jay Good said, "Get PBC and Top Rank out of here." I agree, bro. Get him up out of here. Like everybody know, I used to rock with them. So, PBC, I'm man later for them dude. They did a lot of goofy stuff. I can't rock with them. Not with the stuff they doing. My brother Drew Titan back in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love, Drew. He said according to analysis, he says Rolley is chinny, been KO'd twice, has bad footwork, and suffers from mental degradation. I'll say. He says, "Where's the lie?" Hey man, hey, there ain't no lies been told. No lies been told. No lies been told. Sniper in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says 78. I believe the proper term is bronzexual. Yeah, that's what they call them. That's what they call them. See, I say Rolley was chinny from the weight cut. Well, we'll find out. We'll see. It's a lot of excuses for Rolley. We'll see. I know the Aztec, the Amazonian elder, he had him. He had him. He had Rolley doing the stanky leg. He sure had Rolley doing the stanky leg. Mm-hmm. So when Rolley sees the non-guaranteed PBC offer for the Pac fight, I think he'll come back to Dev. Ain't no telling, man. They be finessing them guys. A lot of them guys are slow, bro. A lot of them dudes from PBC side be slow, man. They get finessed, and it's just ridiculous. Mm. Dude, Abel still in the chat talking about basketball. Let me see here. Said Pitbull Cruz pulverizes Rolley. My brother BFTB boxing in the building. What it do, BF? He said he just got the notification. Yeah, that's how they do me, dog. YouTube and they shenanigans, bro. YouTube and they shenanigans. That's what they do. What do y'all think about the Lamont Roach Pitbull Cruz upcoming? I don't like the fight for Lamont Roach, to be honest with you. I don't like it. I think that Lamont Roach is. I hope he wins. I really do. I hope he wins, but I don't think he is. I think he's gonna lose to Pitbull Cruz, and I think it's all a part of the PBC's plot, PBC's little scam. Yep, that's what I believe. I think the PBC is up to no good. They don't like the fact that Lamont Roach embarrassed Tank. They're hoping that Pitbull Cruz beats Lamont Roach, and then after that, everybody will forget Lamont Roach ever did anything good in the ring with Tank, and then they'll be pushing for a Tank versus Pitbull Cruz rematch, and then Tank fans are justified by saying, "Well, Lamont Roach, I mean, him and Cruz was like the battle of guys who Tank beat. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna get the rematch? And he couldn't beat him. That's what they're gonna say. But that's Lamont Roach's fault. You know what I'm saying? PBC dudes be over there getting finessed, bro, because they could have. This dude should have fought Shakur Stevenson. You said that you and Shakur had been talking. You know how dope that would have been for after coming off of that victory over, which was called a draw, but coming off of that victory over Tank Davis, for you to fight Shakur, that would have been super dope. Because had you beaten Shakur, okay, sky's the limit now. But if Shakur beats you, now it puts even more pressure on Tank to fight his contemporaries. But Lamont Roach is feeling himself, and he doing what a lot of these fighters do, getting finesse. And now he like, okay, I had a good showing against Tank. Let me go fight this Mexican guy. I'm gonna go get the money and this and that. It's not, bro. Pitbull Cruz finna beat him up. That's what I believe. I just think. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Lamont Roach wins, but I think Pitbull Cruz finna beat him up. That's what I think. I think Lamont Roach this is finna be a disaster for him. King P in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, family. Says salute to 78 in the chat. If Dev don't get the Rolley fight, I think he could go for Lewis Crocker and get the IBF strap. That's what I've been saying, man. Because I already knew. I said that from the beginning because I already know Rolley didn't want no smoke with Devin. He's a coward. The rest of these guys, they talk crazy about Devin, and they try to diminish him, but they do that because they try to justify their duck. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ever went somewhere with your homeboy who like back in the day, right? You go to like house parties and stuff, right? And then you got that one homeboy who don't really get no action. He don't really get he ain't really good with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really got the gift of gab. He get uncomfortable talking to chicks or whatever. So he say something stupid as soon as we walk in. Man, these hoes ugly up in here, bro. Man, I don't see nothing up in here I mess with. And of course you don't. That's your excuse. And so now you ain't under no pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be doing to Deb. Man, he boring, man. Man, nobody want to watch that fight, man. Anybody ain't fighting him. He said, "Don't Roach fight tomorrow." I don't know. Do we fight tomorrow? Hey, do look. When is that? Let me look that up real quick. Let me look it up. Let me look up Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz. No, it's December 6th. So it's in about next weekend or something. But next Saturday. Ain't no promotion for it though. I hope Lamar Roach win though. I really do, but I doubt it, man. I think he getting set up. King G say next week, yes sir. Yanovic and Laura. Yeah, we're gonna see what happened with that one, man. I'll be rooting for Laura, of course, but you know, I don't know. You gotta see what he got left. Say if Roach fight smart, he got it. Box him, hurt him, finish him in that order. Yeah, for sure. Roach can definitely beat Pitbull Cruz for sure. But you know, it's just will he keep his discipline? Will he fight Pitbull Cruz with the same discipline he fought Tank with, or is he gonna come up in there thinking Pitbull is sweet? Sheldon said, "I see him getting robbed on the cars." Me too. I see it. I see it happening too, man. Something like that, getting robbed on the cars. Either that, or he gonna get beat up. But most likely getting robbed on the cards. Let me see here. My brother BF say there's more notifications from YouTube for your page than Roach versus Pitbull. That's facts. Yeah, PBC just, I mean, they ain't got no money right now. No advertisement whatsoever, but that's their fault. They stupid. They should have did what they're supposed to do. PBC allowed all these other promotional companies to outsmart them. I ain't even gonna talk about it no more. They stupid. They just dumb. PBC could have had the game on lock. You know what I'm saying? Had they did what they were supposed to do on YouTube. If they had came to the YouTube streets like all the other promoters did, and came and recruited these YouTube pages and stuff, PBC messed up. They ain't see no value in the black uh, um, boxing fan. They kept trying to get Marcos Vegas to like them and all the rest of them, Julio Iglesias and everybody. And you know, and these people, man, just unbelievable. PBC, but it's a joke, man. What they let happen to their company is a joke. But that's what they get though, cutting jigs, running around here. Let me see here. So if you have solid boxing skills, you can beat Pitbull because he ain't got no jab. Well, you know, they should be. Roach should be able to beat Pitbull. He got the skills to do it, but if he don't dominate him, I think they're gonna rob him on the card. I hope I'm wrong though. I really do. I want Roach to win, but I don't know. I just don't trust the politics of boxing. You see what they did? They tried to do to Dev, one of them judges, and that judge from Wisconsin. Yeah, that judge, he from Wisconsin. That dude, this dude had it. Based the fight scored a draw. even in rounds, but Devin had the knockdown. So he had a fight score of 114, 113. So he found 6 rounds to give to Brian Norman. 6, ladies and gentlemen. 6. So that right there tell you, man, that you can't, man, come on. CJ Ross had uh Canelo and Floyd fight a draw, I think. And I predicted she was gonna rob Floyd. So who Tank gonna fight for his comeback fight? I think he's gonna take a layoff so he can. Man, Tank, forget about comeback. Tank gotta beat this case. He gotta beat this case. You gotta see what the judge gonna do. Because even though I don't think they got criminal charges against Tank right now, he's still on probation, to my knowledge, unless he off. I don't know. But so if that judge get a hold of that tape, it's gonna be, you know, you gotta see what's gonna happen with that. But ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Tank gonna crash out. He on crash out mission. But I know one thing. It's all about if they like you or not. If they can rob you. Because if you a dumb ninja and somebody taking all your money, oh, they'll keep letting you out. Keep giving you passes because the right people are getting, you work for the right people. They taking your money. They robbing you. But the moment you get too big for your britches and think you a boss and no, it's gonna be this way that way, you're gonna end up like Diddy. I'm finna sue Ciroc. I'm finna sue this and that, and I'm finna teach them a lesson. They can't do me like this. And you wake up the next morning with all kind of disgusting stuff on your computer. You don't know how it got there. Man, they got all kind of stuff in it. A case of baby oil in the closet and a bunch of rumors. And then they go hire a bunch of your own people on the internet to diss you every day, nonstop every day. Yeah, they say Diddy was pouring a whole bunch of baby oil in the bathtub, and he was making everybody get in there and get wet. Yeah, and then get slippery, and then they had a slip and slide in the hotel room, and he'd make everybody slide naked and on the slip and slide. Then he made them eat Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles. And then he had some Lucky Charms and made them chase the rainbow. And then he made them all take ecstasy. Then he made them bend over. And then Diddy was like, man, how y'all know all this ridiculous stuff, y'all? Where y'all getting this mess from? African Thor in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. He says, salute, family. It says, about to put this Haney versus Norman money down for another investment property duplex. Hey, I hear that. Congratulations, G. Congratulations on that. Let me see here. He said he gonna rematch the last girl he beat up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jay Good say, come across the wrong man's daughter in his curtains. That's facts. Absolutely. He said, Tank about to fight Judge Judy. Yeah, that's what he need to be worried about. He said the Saudis tried to rob Haney. No, I don't think it was the Saudis. I don't think it was the Saudis. I think that judge that's from Wisconsin. I think he's a top ranked judge. He's a I think he been brought in. I'm sure if they if I wanted to sit down and check his fights and all the fights he had and this and that, I probably can find some inconsistencies there. Well, some consistencies there, but I'm guessing that if the FBI was to investigate and track that dude money, track his phone conversations, I'm willing to bet some way somehow he got some connections with somebody connected with Top Rank. Somebody that slid him an envelope, guaranteed. I'm willing to bet that. So, or he had lunch with Eddie. That's possible too. Could have been Matron. He definitely got some connections with some promoter that had other interest in that. Because I heard that Eddie Hearn was already negotiating with Top Rank for a Conor Ben and Brian Norman Jr. fight. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Let me see what we got. You said how y'all think Teo versus Shakur is gonna go? If the fight does take place, if Teo actually goes in there and fights Shakur, I think it's gonna be a good fight. Interesting. I got Shakur Stevenson winning that fight if everything go right. I got Shakur winning the fight. Probably 8 rounds to 4, 7 rounds to 5. I think Teo gonna make a good account of himself. He gonna win about 4 rounds. I think if Teo come in there, with the right mindset, I think he'll win some rounds because of his athleticism, his speed. You know what I'm saying? And probably trying to push Shakur backwards and the excitement and all that kind of stuff from Teo throwing punches and missing. They're gonna give him some rounds, but I think Shakur's accuracy and stuff like that is gonna give Teo some problems. So Shakur should win that fight. So all Western fighters should avoid Eddie at all costs. I agree. Later for Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, when you with Eddie Hearn, oh, you the man. I seen some interview today. I should have. Matter of fact, what was that on? I seen it on YouTube, but it was he basically admitted that why he don't want Conor Ben to fight Devin. Eddie Hearn literally said, if you listen, he literally said, he's like, yeah, some people think it's sour grapes because I'm not praising Devin now that he's not with me. He's like, but look, Devin is a very difficult fight for anybody to beat. His style is very difficult. Blah blah blah, and it's hard to beat him. And uh, he was like, Conor. I think Conor could be a guy who could really rough things up for. He didn't say Conor was going to beat Devin though. So because he said that Devin was very difficult to beat. So right then and there, that tells me everything you need to know about Eddie. He know what time it is. He know what it is. Okay, BF got the video. Yeah, he know what it is, man. Eddie a coward, man. Conor Ben the biggest. I can't stand Conor Ben, bro. I do not like that dude, bro, at all. At first, I was like, I didn't care nothing. I didn't care either way. I mean, I thought it was good for boxing because he's a son of a legendary UK fighter. But you know, he Conor Ben irritated me because he got this fake tough guy persona. They look the little fake tough dude. Like, bro, don't do that, man. Because it irritated me because Conor Ben is actually the person who haters say Devin is trying to be. They be like, oh, Devin, ooh, he's a spoiled rich kid, but he's out here acting all tough. And I'm like, no, he's not. Devin ain't out here acting. What are you talking about? Oh, Devin want to be from the streets. Devin want to be a gangster. No, he don't. Where are y'all getting this from? Because he goes and buys jewelry after a fight, that means he want to be a gangster? Like, y'all do something worse than these racist pink people. Well, what are you talking about? Conor Ben now grew up UK royalty. Okay? UK royalty. He grew up. But this dude running around here getting a bunch of tats everywhere, cornrows and all this type of stuff. And then every time he always hopping at somebody's face acting like he big bad gang. Like, bro, I seen Chris Eubanks slap you in the face with an egg, fam. The whole world seen it. You didn't do nothing. All you did was you didn't do nothing. It wasn't no brawl outside the arena. Wasn't no cars out there with people uh, 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 with straps and acting ignorant or nothing like that. So like, where are you getting all this fake kind of being like tough guy role from, bro? Get up out of here, man. How you grew up? Your father is a legendary boxer. You grew up in this big old house. You had money, but then you at the same time you run around here talking crazy about Devin, like, oh, I don't like this kid. It is this and that. Hey, bro, first of all, Devin's father got his money in the streets. All right, your father got his money in the boxing ring. With all due respect, and y'all finna go watch go. Yes. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, but anyway, let me see here. So Eddie has control of the IBF title at 147. So Crocker is with him. So Crocker is with him. So yeah, then that means Turkey gonna definitely have to put some pressure. He wanted to apply some pressure to make Eddie get that fight, put that fight together. Yeah, that's what I want. I want Devin to go after Crocker, get that IBF title, and then now you got 2 belts, and you got some leverage over them guys. Uh, Drew Tight say breaking news. Breaking news from the WBC raises amount of ostarine allowed in their athletes. You gotta be lying. You gotta be lying, bro. Blue blood. What it do, Blue? He say Conor Ben is like Michael Irvin's son, trying to be a gangster rapper. Yeah. Exactly, Blue. Let me see this. Let me look up this WBC thing. If the WBC just allowed ostarine, then they know Ryan Garcia is a cheater, and they're setting this thing up to for Ryan, bro. Boxing is corrupt, bro. I swear. Let me look this up real quick. If they did this while Ryan finna fight for their belt, unbelievable. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking for some news on it now. I see Super Matisse stuff. Where you get this from, Drew? About the WBC raising their ostarine? Yeah, I know they raised it for Canelo, the Canelo for Canelo. Oh, Blueblood dropped the video on it. Let me see. Man, this is some diabolical, nasty work, bro. This is not. But if they did this, man, talk about the corruption in boxing, man. You raise the level of ostarine. You cannot make this up, bro. I'm gonna do a whole video about this. I'm gonna cook Suleiman. Boy, I'm gonna cook him like nobody's business. Why Blue Blood video ain't showing up in my joint? Well, why isn't that showing up, man? Let me type. I gotta type Blue Blood name in now. Let's see here. Unbelievable alert. WBC raises the amount of Austrian allowed. Bro, let me get off here. I gotta watch Blue Blood video, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a video about this, bro. This is sick. This is some nasty work, bro. This is some corruption at the highest level, bro. They did the same thing for Canelo. When Canelo popped for clenbuterol, they raised the level of clenbuterol you can have in your system to help Canelo. Now, that Ryan Garcia is about to fight Mario Barrios for y'all belt. Now you're raising the level of Osterine, bro. This is sick, bro. This is sick, fam. Yeah, I'm finna cook. I'm finna cook. I'm finna do an epic cook on this corrupt dude, man. Man, bro. I swear, I wish the FBI would investigate these dudes, man. The sanctioning bodies, man. The corruption is sick. Yeah, because Matias just tested, Subriel Matias just tested positive for Ostarine. So now that everybody popping for Ostarine, and it's a drug that is being used, in the sport of boxing. I don't want to hear nothing about supplements being tainted, because at the end of the day, you do not have to use no over-the-counter supplements. You don't. You're a boxer. If you want to use some over-the-counter supplements, you can use those supplements from reputable companies that have been tested by third-party laboratories. You do not need to be ordering nothing online. You don't need to be going to no mom and pop stores. You don't need no protein shakes. You're a fighter. You can eat you some chicken breast. You can eat you some steak. You know what I'm saying? What supplements are you taking? A pre-workout? You can just take some coffee. Or you could take a pre-workout that is sold everywhere, not some little mom and pop store stuff. So these guys know what they doing, bro. They cheating, and they Ostarine is very is typical. It's contaminated in a lot of stuff. Mook _ in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, I told y'all Ryan is back on the juice. Yep. And look like he is, man. And they finna let him cheat the mess out of Barrios. Andre Toppin Jr. in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He said, what up, 78? And he said, hashtag Team Haney all day. Top of the world, absolutely. Yeah, I'm about to I'm gonna get off of here. Smash that like button, y'all, and share my video, please. Do that. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed. I'm finna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and check this out, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out and come back with a video. Holler at y'all in a minute. 78 Sports TV. Much love to the chat. Super chat. Everybody came through showing love. I'm about to hit old deuces.